On the 25th of March 2020, the country kind of stopped.
संपूर्ण लॉकडाउन होने जा रहा है।
Death toll has broken through 20,000.
Let's turn to India now, where a countrywide lockdown has come into effect. This is impacting 1.3 billion people.
It was even considered as the largest concerted effort at social distancing in human history. Well, I saw a range of people do a range of activities during this lockdown.
Good evening, everybody.
Some got a haircut, and some went a little bit insane. Oh my god! I did get myself a guitar, but I think I have some tuning to do.
Chopping cotton, plowing the mules, to graduating to driving tractors and trucks.
Yeah. Those are the Beatles, those are. And this is Beatleland, formerly known as...
With your name, Black Sabbath, I suppose a lot of people tend to think of you as practicing black magicians or something. Do you find this a lot?
Oh yeah, we do actually. It's a film being made in Pompeii, mostly in Italy. And it's about the Pink Floyd, of course.
The first approach you mostly take when learning something new, especially during these hard times, is the internet.
When I was starting out, there wasn't any access to the internet for me. So all I knew about guitar playing was from my guitar teacher and my fellow guitar students.
I spoke to a few people who actually knew what they were talking about, and this is Anurup Thakur. He's one of the best guitarists I personally know.
If you insist on learning from the internet and not get a teacher, I suggest you know that what you want to learn. Like if you want to learn basic chords, then search for basic open chords and how to finger them properly. You have to know what you want to learn basically. That's my point.
For me, I was not a total beginner. I did know my open chords, so I did have some foundation. I started to sponge up every little information I could get. And if you look on the internet, it's very easy to get lost. But I feel the process of learning is unique to every individual, and one needs to navigate through the process on their own. Whenever you learn something new, there is always a degree of frustration which you have to deal with.
Obviously, it differs from person to person, but I would say a universal deterrent. It all depends on the time and headspace you allocate to the instrument.
I spoke to another really talented individual, Aditya Majumdar. He's the lead guitarist of the indie band Waiting List, and the word I'd use for him is a prodigy.
True frustrations would be, well, if you're starting the instrument, it's a huge learning curve, and it does often, many times it may look like you're not making any progress, but if you truly know what you want, if you think you're taking the right approach, or someone you trust thinks you're taking the right approach, I think you're on the right track.
Guitar is such an instrument which requires a really long time to get used to, and still it requires a lot of to play something which actually sounds good. Starting out on guitar can seem a little challenging, especially for beginners, but sticking through the starting hard stage is basically half the battle.
Honestly, like if you have a particular goal, like I want to sound like this guy, or when I listen to this guy, it just makes me want to pick up the guitar, then you should be okay.
I spoke to another really talented guitarist, Abhinav Biswas. He is the lead guitarist of the band which won Teens Rock Season 6.
just try to sound good overall before getting all the technical stuff right. Finger tone and vibrato, these things are really important. Just get them right first. These are the basics. One thing I see everyone do is 6 months down the line they try to find their own voice on the instrument. It's cool and all, but I think it's something which comes naturally and should be running after it and stuff. Ultimately, it comes down to what sounds good and what doesn't. Copy your favorite guitar players, steal all the licks you want, and make it your own. That's the most important part.
Guitar playing requires a lot of time to even sound partially musical, so being consistent with the instrument is mostly what is needed to become a better player. So I asked these guitarists to rate themselves, and this is what they had to say.
In any field of art, you have to just keep growing. It never ends. It's never ending. You just keep learning and you keep growing. So for me, I'll always be a mediocre player who is just learning and slowly getting better.
How much would I rate myself as a guitarist? I would give myself a 0 on 1 because there are infinite ways to improve.
How would you rate yourself as a guitarist? Don't know, man. Maybe 6.5. I don't really know. Just maybe it's for others to judge. I don't know.
See, the point that I'm trying to make here is when you're learning something new or anything at all, you should remember you can't really grade yourself because learning is an infinite process. So enjoy what you're doing, but there will be moments where you will be like very frustrated. And I think those moments are really important because it's those moments which define the satisfaction which you get when you actually do the thing. Thanks for watching, guys. If you watched till here, I think you should consider subscribing. I'll be uploading more consistently, and this is my first YouTube video I have up here. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.